Hey guys, welcome back, Sagittarius. All right, so I'm going to do a very different style of read right now, and I'm just going to let this kind of play out as specific as it feels like coming out. So this may or may not be anything of interest to you. Just remember, these are only for entertainment, maybe food for thought. So don't listen for anything other than maybe something inspirational, as all art is intended to inspire. So who you show up as is a Queen of Cups. Ooh, you got a very loving heart right now, Sagittarius. You're an incredible giver. You come across as somebody who would be very attractive as well. Masculine or feminine, doesn't matter, but you have a wonderful sensitivity to you. You like your divine feminine energy. Whomever you choose to like glow toward, oh my gosh, they're so fortunate, because you would be the type of person where you know just how to like walk up and, if it's a loved one, you know just how to, gently put your hand on their arm when they're upset and you calm them. If it's a lover, just, how they like that little tiny stroke that you do on their earlobe or whatever that is, if it's, you show tenderness with compassion, you show your emotions in the nicest of ways, right? If it's just friends or coworkers, when, like who they really are. So you are good with giving words of support. You let people know that they matter. You give people this incredible glow that you have inside. You shine that on them. So you come across as somebody who, on one hand, you've got this peaceful way about you where I think you can calm other people's storms. You may be very good at mediating things at work. You may be good at pointing out emotions in a non-confrontational way. And maybe people cry with you a lot. Like you hit that pressure valve release button for them and they like melt down and then they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I did that. And you're like, no, like it's my superpower. I know how to, I know when you need a good cry and I'm not going to judge you for it. Like you may have this really supportive, really kind way, but the look on her face and the vibe that I get out of this, even though all those are beautiful traits that are non-sensual things that I've described, I feel like you're feeling sensual right now. You're coming across as somebody ready for love. I feel like, because she's kind of like, I spot that one and I want that one for me. It's like you're always loving, you're always kind, you're always supportive, but you have a way to like see people's energy, see their emotions. And I feel like you've spotted somebody that is attracted to you too. And so I feel like this is a different vibe on that love front. So let's see. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. Let's go with this deck and let's say, what's the situation? Okay. Maybe that'll help define it now. The situation, passion. We got the Ace of Wands in the upright, 8 of Swords in the reverse, but the 5 of Cups in the upright. Somebody's mind is a maze. Somebody, I feel like this is a situation where, like I said at the beginning, you're interested and that they're interested. But somebody is, I think, even though a former conflict it's not in the way anymore. Let me put it this way. One person's mind is completely like, I know what I want and I've settled on this. Like I feel confident that what I want to go get. But then we have all this confusion. Okay. And I read this more as confusion. Like somebody's like, oh, but what if I make the wrong move and then I wreck something? I feel like somebody is worried about obtaining something that they really are passionate about, only to then, they're worried like they'll foul it up or they'll fumble the ball and lose the game, So it's like somebody, that's what I get out of this, is somebody is hesitating. If somebody's hesitating coming towards you, Sagittarius, this could be why, but there's a lot of passion. 3 of Pentacles. Do you guys work together then? Is it like you've worked on projects together and you're like, gosh, I want so much. I see like this is almost representing the way relationship has been shifting for you guys. Okay, we've established like maybe we were great coworkers. Then we actually became friends. But now it's like, okay, the conversation has a subtle undertone now where both people are like, okay, but I'm attracted to my friend who also used to be my coworker or my boss or whatever it was, you know? And I feel like this is that situation where it's like, oh my goodness. Or maybe it's a situation where it's like mutual friends and now we're thinking about trying to start dating each other because we're interested, but how will that affect us with our mutual friendships that we have, you know? This could just be a little bit of nervousness because what will we grow together? You know, when we change our dynamics of a situation, it becomes something where it's like, okay, whew, what if we don't mesh well? That could be scary because then maybe we have a lot more to lose. We have a friendship that we could lose. We have, you know, some other relationships in our life that could be impacted. So that's kind of what it looks like is we both have an attraction. There's nothing that really is preventing us from exploring it other than the worry of, but what if it didn't work out with us? You know, I really want this to work out with us. That's what I feel like this reading is saying. So to me, this is the first card I was asking, and it was all about you, but then this lineup of what is the situation, I feel like it's the other person who's very attracted, and they're the ones having more worries, perhaps, like lots of worries, sleepless nights, afraid to write this next chapter. Why? Why is somebody afraid? I'm going to go with since this is kind of a big thing now, since it keeps popping up, let's go with one of the major arcana. Why is this person afraid? What is it? The Sun in the reverse. Oh my gosh. This person is afraid because they feel like it could be the happiest thing in my life. But I can't say that for sure because it's always a question as to how something's going to work out. So even the Sun card, even in the reverse, is still the happiest card there is, right? This is Invictus Soul, the victorious Sun. This is somebody who I feel like their fear is, what if we start dating and you don't see me as, you know, the person for you? What if I'm not victorious in this with you? What if you don't see me as somebody that you really want to be with? That's really gonna suck, you know? I feel like this person's concerns and worries are like, it's all about them. It's not about how they feel toward the Sag. It's about, what if Sag doesn't see me as their happiness? They know that they're interested. In fact, with that Ace of Wands, this person is like, if anything, it seems like they're overly worried because they want it so much. That's what this looks like. They don't have a real clear direction either, though. This is a lack of clarity on how to proceed. Maybe they're afraid, like, what if I try to ask you out and it comes out wrong? What if, you know, I make a move in your direction and I just flub it and it just doesn't work right? What if I'm wrong? What if Sag doesn't have feelings for me? To me, this feels like one of those storylines where it's like two people they want to either be together or get back together or something like that, but neither one has wanted to like lay their cards on the table and be like, hey, you're a foxy thing. I want to date you, you know, or, hey, I want to be with you. I'm passionate about this with you. You know, can we do this? You know, I just feel like this is one of those readings where it's neither person's laid their cards on the table yet. Leo energy there with that card, that Sun card. Okay. So what's the vibe going to be as we move forward? Let's go with this deck. What's going to happen next then? We've got the Three of Cups. We might go out for drinks. We might go out possibly in a group setting, but get together in this happy way. Let's spend some time together. Let's see each other. I know everyone says that the Three of Cups can be all about a third party situation. And admittedly, these people are holding up masks, but we didn't have blockages here. That's why I'm not reading this as any third-party interference, because the Eight of Swords is in the reverse. We don't actually have a blockage. We have somebody who's, maybe they just came out of a relationship, or you did, and that's why it's like, ooh, but are you really sure that you're done? Or is this a situation where, say, if it were work related, how we met each other, do we kind of want to keep it quiet at first at work as we get a chance to develop our relationship before, making it public that we're dating? That's more the vibe that I get here, even with those masks. This Three of Cups, to me, that just looks like happy celebration. Like, we're finally going to go out and have our first date. This is going to be so nice to finally get to spend time with each other. Or if it is all about two people that passionately want to get back together, they haven't wanted to admit, like, I don't just want to see you. I don't want to just be friends and rebuild something. Like, I'm crazy about you. This is like both people's hearts are so light and feeling so good, and they're revealing their masks. This could be the conversation that happens at that date. If this is somebody that you already dealt with and you finally get around to going out with them and having the real conversation, which is, I didn't want to just revive things and be friends. Like, I never got over you. Like, I'm crazy about you. Like, this is, the masks are coming off. The truth is being spoken. And the truth is, like, this is the significant change. This is where, okay, we're now establishing how much are we going to tell others? Nothing. With the Eight of Wands in the reverse, it's also saying, let's cut away the past and not talk about the past. I feel like this is the changing dynamics of an interaction. This is where we say, I'm not looking back anymore. The truth of it is, we're good together. The truth of it is, I want to be around you. The truth of it is, I'm attracted to you. The truth of it is, I want to be with you. That's what it looks like here. So let me get one more major arcana out of this other deck. I like this very much. Oh, Hanged Man. Let's just wait and not explain anything to anybody else. We don't need to, our story, our business, what we're building together, that's not something that everybody else needs to be in the middle of. So this is like, we're sure, we're talking it out. We know what we want. We're sure about all of this and clear on it. What we are not going to bother to do is explain everything to everybody else. Not right now, anyway, with this Piscean energy. I'm going to get a card out of my Classical World Love Oracle deck. This is one of my own Oracle cards. And since this is so very much about love, perspective. Allowing pain or sorrow to take up so much space in your mind clouds your vision of the world and blinds you to the beauty that still exists. So this very much could be one of those situations. Also, it's card number 21. This could be a situation where you guys did have a lot of obstacles, especially if, for there to be this hesitation and there to be this, like, I don't really want to tell anybody that we're together or getting back together just yet. It seems as if there might have been a story that preceded this where there was lots of conflict. Maybe there was some pain. Maybe it's somebody that you already dealt with. Maybe there was all kinds of trouble that the two of you, oh, that's funny. I'm sorry. I think I had another card that was mixed in with this from a totally different deck. What is it? Surrender. Let go of the past. Card number 17. Okay, so sorry, I didn't know if that was there when I was shuffling. All I know is that as I went to put that down, that was on the top, and I was like, no, it seems like there may have been some hurt feelings or something in the past, some obstacles, some difficulties, and now it's like, could we do this again? There's something tentative. So if it's not a brand new, I mean, it could be still the first time two people who like each other, who've been, coworkers to friends to now trying to date, that could have taken a long time because someone had been in a painful relationship in the past and they'd been kind of like gradually working up, the other person didn't want to ask them out too soon because, hey, I don't know if you're healed yet. Two people are staring at each other like, you're what I want. It could be two people, though, that were already in a relationship and they are the ones who already had conflict and trauma. But They're giving this another chance. They just want to keep it between them. They want to grow it slowly, spend time together, and focus not on the past. We already saw that. We're not talking about the past. We're going to enjoy being around each other and see where it goes. That's what it looks like. Anyway, that's what I've got. I don't know if that'll make sense to anybody. I just like to change up my reads sometimes and do things totally differently. So if this is not your story, release it for someone else. Take good care, you guys. Bye-bye.